Welcome to the CTA Foundation CES interview series. My name is Steve Ewell, and I'm the Executive Director of the Consumer Technology Association Foundation. And I'm really pleased to be joined today by Mike Nejat, the Vice President of Engineering at Sony Electronics. Welcome, Mike. So happy to have you joining our CES programming this year.
Thank you very much, Steve, for having me. This is very good.
Well, okay? We're thrilled to have you here, and I have a feeling our audience probably knows the name Sony quite well. But can you share some of the work that you're doing within Sony?
I belong to Sony Home Entertainment and Sound Product of America division. Some of my responsibilities are leading the standards team that are involved in organizations such as CTA, ATSC, and others. I also do ATSC implementation on Sony TVs, as well as integration of third-party services into Sony TVs and Blu-ray players in America. Leading a team of engineers to support the digital country expansions in Latin countries. I also head the Accessibility Promotion Office for Sony North America, which is an extension of the program from Sony headquarters in Tokyo.
Well, that is a lot of responsibility that you have there, and a lot of great work that you and your team are doing over at Sony. In particular, with the CTA Foundation, our focus is on how technology can help older adults and people with disabilities. So I'm definitely very interested in the work that you're doing around accessibility with such a wide range of products that Sony has in the portfolio. How are you able to help ensure accessibility as part of their design?
Well, Sony applies technology to incorporate accessibility into our products and services. We envision a future where everyone can equally and fully share a technology experience by overcoming a range of limitations, whether it's age, physical condition, or environment. As you know, consumer electronics products and services are becoming increasingly multifunctional, and user interfaces are becoming more complex. Against this background, Sony is continuously collaborating with individuals of all abilities and conducting tests to assess factors such as viewability, understandability, and responsiveness. This testing is done both during the product and service development process, as well as after those products and services have been released into the market.
That's really interesting, and it's such an important piece of the design to be able to ensure that the products work so well for so many people, and it's great that you're able to engage so many people in the process. We're really excited to have, obviously Sony at CES each year and showcasing so many different incredible technologies. One of the things we've been really working on is increasing the opportunity to highlight accessible technologies throughout CES. Why is it so important to Sony to feature accessible technologies at CES, as well as you do a number of disability-focused events throughout the year as well?
Yes. At Sony, we strive for excellence in developing new products, services, and features with advanced technologies that are intuitive and that people of all abilities can use. People are the core of Sony's business value, and accessibility is one of our key focus areas toward a sustainable society and future. We must find inclusion as an opportunity, effectively addressing challenges, outcome for all stakeholders and society.
Here we are at CES this year, digitally this year, and I definitely miss being able to see you in person at the show, but we're going to see a lot of exciting announcements from across the industry, Sony included, and we're also going to have a lot of discussions throughout the week about some of the emerging technologies that will impact all of our lives over the next, whether it's 3, 5, or even 10 years or beyond. Beyond what you are working at Sony, are there certain segments of emerging technology that you're particularly excited about?
Yes, Steve. As you know, technology is a wonderful thing, from AI to robotics and 5G. I'm looking forward to big leaps in voice assistance, wearable technologies, and self-driving vehicles and drones that will improve people's life and remove barriers for many people to achieve their potential.
Well, I have no doubt we are going to see some exciting conversations about all those topics here at CES, as well as continuing throughout the year. So I look forward to continuing to find ways to work with you and the Sony team around accessible technologies. If people are interested in learning more about the work that you're doing with Sony, where should they go?
They can go to any Sony website and scroll down to the bottom of the page. There's a banner. And under the news and info, you can see the word accessibility. Click on it, and you will find more information and Sony's commitment to accessibility.
That's great, and that it's so important to have that out there and easily available to your customers as they're looking to access all the great work that you and the Sony team have been doing. So, thank you, Mike. I really appreciate you being part of the program this year and continuing to find ways that we can work together. So, thanks for joining us for CES 2021.
Thank you very much for this opportunity, Steve.
Well, for the audience, if you're interested in learning more about the CTA Foundation, you can go to ctafoundation.tech, and I hope you have a wonderful CES 2021.